Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another wonderful episode of Timberborn. And a little bit of, well, not much. We got this done, so that's cool. That's exciting. We finally got some additional water storage back in here. That's going to be great. That's going to store water all the way back to here, which means we can keep this irrigated for hopefully at least up to maybe 20 days, maybe 25 days. We'll see. That's one of the things that we'll have to check out. And then we've got all this food still being produced. You know, we got a little extra here and here. We finally got enough beavers rocking and rolling throughout the colony, so that's going to be very beneficial. They're not doing that great as far as well-being, total well-being score is concerned, but it's definitely moving in the right direction. We've got power going, so that is awesome. We've got plenty of wood to fuel that power, so that is even more awesome. And we've started filling up all of the storage, so no more, allegedly, will we be dealing with food shortages. We've definitely got to deal with the water problem. We've got plenty of capacity to actually pump it. We just don't have the storage for it, and that's going to require us getting more metal blocks, more gears, more planks, and plenty of science to unlock the large liquid storage. So that's one of the things that we're going to have to work on today. And of course, I want to get into the number cruncher because that's going to provide us with copious amounts of science points so we can start unlocking all of the things, to include our explosive factory, which we already did unlock, but all of the additional explosive stuff. So we got tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 explosives, so we can start blowing this out. That's going to give us more water storage down here, which is going to be quite the boon for our colony here. It just means more water storage, less pain and suffering when we start looking at 20 to 30 day droughts and bad tides. Of course, that doesn't quite solve this problem over here because this system is not going to provide enough water to keep this irrigated for that long of a period of time. But we'll tackle that one bit at a time. I still don't know how I'm going to solve that quite yet, but we will get there. Maybe what we'll have to end up doing is diverting bad water out this side, like I'd mentioned before, cutting this out somehow, doing some sort of sluice system here, down, and around, and down here, and then all the bad water just flows out that way. I think that's probably what we're going to end up having to do, which is a task in and of itself that will take a long time to actually get accomplished. Well, obviously, because that's a lot of explosives, that's a lot of metal blocks, that's a lot of gears, that's a lot of planks, that's a lot of maneuvering through this space. It's going to take some time. What I think might actually end up happening is we'll have a series of locks around here. So we'll have the like bad water sluice gates running here, and as they make it through, or as it pushes this way, this side will lock up. This will all just be good water, and maybe, oh, you know what? We don't need it to go down. We just need it to go out, right? We have the technology. We have the technology. We don't have it yet. But we've got overhangs. We've got overhangs, and we've also got impermeable floors. So what I'm thinking now is we cap this off. And so we'll cap it right here and right here. We'll put some sort of cap on top of it, force the bad water up and out this way, and we could even, instead of it just coming out here, dumping, and then going off, we could build a series of power systems to take advantage of that bad water when it's running out and feed that power back into our colony, which will allow us to continue building, producing energy, or producing all of our science, all of our materials, all of our goods. But that level of build is way off in the future, but I think it's a pretty decent idea. And it lets us save water in the helix. And saving water in the helix is quite helpful. So the locks system that I'm thinking of would be pretty cool. I really like that idea. I want to stew on that for a little bit. Maybe a series of little blocks here, there, that will be sluice gates on top of each of one, and they'll have sensors, like if this side is X deep, then open up just a little bit until it keeps filling in, so on and so forth, and that goes all the way down into here, which means cleaning some of this up so we can put some sluice gates up on top of this, or underneath here, which is where we would technically need to put it so we can take advantage of all the water that's on the base. I like it. I like the idea. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. That all being said, let's take care of what we can for now, which is processing metal, getting science. We need another, I think it's another 1,000 science to unlock the number crunching machines that attach to all this, and then getting explosives going. I think that's what we're going to be focusing on today. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, but let's go ahead and click the play button. Let's check it out. Let's check out how the colony's doing. Of course, this has been staring me in the face for the past 6 to 9 seconds. Let's go ahead and turn that on, get that done so that they can continue to store some additional bad water. That's going to be quite helpful when we start doing explosives, and when we unlock the centrifuge so we can break down all of that that bad water into extract so we can do more explosives. I don't want to do singletons down here. It's just, it's a waste. It's a time waste, a time suck. So let's try to avoid that the best as we can. The problem that we're going to run into is when we start putting all of our explosives in here, that's going to put us 1 deep here. As far as the straws are concerned, so they won't be able to pump their logs as deep and or dark as we would like them to. You know, they need to go into the deep dank dark, down deep dark. So we're gonna have to explode this, hopefully during a period when we have a good amount of water readily available, probably during a temperate cycle. So we're gonna have to store up as much material as we can during all the temperate cycles and in between, but that's a future me problem. So let's go ahead and keep going and see how we're doing. We are severely lacking in the kohlrabi side. Definitely need some more fermented soybeans. We have plenty of soybean, we have plenty of canola oil. It's just the production side of the house is kind of slow. Let's see how we're doing over here. Activity is relatively low. I don't know why it's low, because there's plenty of canola and there's plenty of soybeans right here, and it's not that hard of a walk for them to get up and around and over here to get all the material. I don't want to, we don't have the beavers to actually start putting in additional haulers, but maybe that's not a bad idea. So maybe it's time to do 2 things. We can go ahead and click this button. Let's check out the extract requirements, centrifuge requirements. 30 metal blocks. We've got none. Cool. 40 gears. We've got 149 of those and 60 planks. We've got plenty of those, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. The explosive factory is actually nearing completion, so that's actually pretty good news for us. So we can spend some of our science points, come over here and clean this up in preparation for our sluice gates that we're going to be building. Vadix has taken up position in the explosive factory, so that's pretty neat. We'll go ahead and pause that to save that beaver body for a little bit. We want to, I don't know if we can actually produce any explosives right now because it's not unlocked yet. I guess we can't lay them until, so maybe we can start storing them. That is not a bad idea, and it is only 1 body. Let's see. We have the planks and we have the logs. We definitely need more storage for all of this stuff, but I think what we can do is expand this storage system that we have going here and put some more stuff in here, as well as get prepared for all the next shenaniganry. So that's going to have to go out to there. We're going to need this path to reach around. Don't think we need to actually connect that in down here. That's kind of a moot point, and having that down there isn't really going to help anything. Let's see. So let's go ahead and make this explosives. And there was something else that we needed to put in here. I can't recall what it was exactly. Let's see here. Kohlrabi we could put in there. Soybeans, we've already got 1200. Can't do canola oil. We could do kohlrabi. Yeah, let's do that. We're not producing it very much. We are producing it, but it's... I don't know where it's going. Like, as soon as it's getting produced, it's just disappearing. And it's strange because typically that's the one that they would touch the last because they've got better foodstuffs. If you look here, better foodstuffs means it's got higher well-being score attributed to it. So it's strange that they're eating through the kohlrabi so fast. And we do have 3 of these guys over here. They should be able to meet the demand as far as picking it is concerned. It's odd that they're not able to keep up with it. So we'll keep an eye on that. Maybe it's just disappearing. We just lost 40 of it. Maybe we need to actually expand our kohlrabi production. Yeah, maybe we'll work on that. Alright, we do have 2 spots over here that are not needed because there's no bad water there. And let's see here. Science, we're still 700 or 650-ish shy of doing anything with that. We have 1 beaver not doing anything. You can come in here, you can pick some additional berries. That's not going to hurt anything for you to do that. Mangrove fruits, we've got plenty of those working around, so that's good. Let's get the water view in here again. We could probably throw in an additional... Let's get this set to obtain so these guys don't have to go nearly as far. So the haulers can bring some of this, and this can be set to supply, so the haulers will move that stuff around as well. I wonder if this would be... I don't think the... 180 science, that's not going to set us back too far. It'll take us a few minutes to get all that back. So maybe doing something like this will keep them from having to go too far out. I don't know. I haven't done this before. Right? So in theory, Cat Argent here as well as Trey Pug would hop into this row house, and this is where they'd live. The food would be here, and the water would be here, and they wouldn't need to go get anything else. Maybe they'd have to go and get different variety types of food, but maybe that's... I don't know. We'll see how it works. Let's prioritize this by haulers, since nothing has made it out here yet. Our haulers are still sat on the bums doing nothing. We do have an extra spot, so we can go ahead and fill that in. I don't see any issue with that. Kohlrabi is back up to 50, so that's a pretty good thing. Let's pause this, save us some additional beavers, and save this water a little bit, and fill that in, and go ahead and plus this up with those 2 additional that we just acquired. What we can do is start thinking about expanding our storage even further here. Actually, give me one of those builders. And we'll unpause this. This is going to cause some problems as far as workplace is the workplace is concerned. Jeez, I can speak the English language, allegedly. Just because of the high propensity for what's the word there? Injury. Hopefully we can avoid that. And I think if we put this here, we can put this path around this outer edge. Let's set this as obtain. I don't know if prioritization by haulers is a requirement. And we'll set these 2 to supply so they do know to come over here, pull this, and put it over here. And then Crosslars here should be able to just go back and forth between this side. So let's see how this is doing. So this is in. We do have 4 instead of just 2 in here. I find that odd. And Trey Pug and Cat are not even the 2 that went in there. So, okay. Odd. We could set up some sort of district, but I don't care to do that. That's going to require at least 3 extra beavers and a bunch of water movement and everything. We're not quite ready for districts over there. And there's not much. When we start digging into this underground ruin, then maybe a district might be in order, but we're not quite there yet. That requires gears, sparkly planks, and explosives at the wazoo for the secondary thing. So yeah, gears, sparkly planks, explosives. That gets us 9 scrap metal as opposed to the 5. That's kind of where we want to go, but that's going to take a little bit of time. Now, we do have 2 explosives. They have been produced. We have 4 explosives. Those have been produced, but we have nothing else to go with it. Still need 500 more science, so maybe we throw in a few more. Not that. This. Maybe that will expedite things a little bit. And I want to get on top of here so that we can start getting more storage going. I could do the storage-o-matic type deal up here, which is... Can't recall. How did that work? So let's take a second. Let's find a nice little plot of land. We'll pause the game, and we'll try to figure this out. I recall it looking something like this. And then something like this? Or was it a row? Was it a couple in a row? I think that may have been it. Let's see. We need a larger plot of land to work on. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then it was 1, 2, 3, and then something like how did that go? The stairs were at the end over here. I'm completely and totally drawing a blank here. This is only mildly frustrating. Hold up. Grab that. Let's go ahead and rip that out. I want something like this. And that goes here. And then... Was it too wide? It was too wide. Okay, so let's grab this. And then storage goes right here. And then we do something along these lines. Like that. We could do this 3 wide, I think is how that went. And then this path went around top like so. And then we could, right here, put in our next staircase, and then this fills in like that. This becomes a double there. Then this goes up. I think that's how this was supposed to work. No, that's not. Okay, that's not supposed to be there. That's supposed to be right here. So that we're not... Should have access, yeah. So that goes there. This goes here. And then this double goes here. This goes here. Then we continue to wrap up. I think that's how that's supposed to work. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's do that. That's going to provide us a lot of storage space. We're not going to be able to put it on top of that necessarily. But we could do that actually. So let's go ahead and here, let's do that like this. Do that like here. And then on this side, do something along these lines. And then come in, not like that. We want that right there. We want doubles right here. And then doubles right here, right here. Yep, okay. Then do something like this. Then singles. Then let's see here. That goes like that. Then we wanted this right here, and then this right here, and then this was a double here. Boom. Okay. Pardon me, I'm gonna fast forward through this, so enjoy this brief montage. Alright. A little too much there, but I think that's right. I just need to figure out how to get them up there, and probably burned through way too many. That's one small storage situation rectified. I'd call that a win. We kind of have the metal blocks now that we could potentially unlock maybe one of these. I don't necessarily want to burn the 5 or 350 science, but I'm tempted to. Just trying to think how we're going to get up there. I feel like this is going to need to be connected right there. So those are all connected. And maybe probably give them a way up on this side too. So something like this as well. Just to get everything connected, and then maybe something like this. And like this. Maybe not that one, but this one here. We can do stairs here. And then we can do... That one has to be a double, so this one has to be a single here. There's already an erroneous piece of path there for us to destroy, so that's actually quite helpful. So this can not be destroyed because they've already completed it, so we'll just go ahead and take advantage of that and go ahead and path over like so. And then connect all of this right there, get our stairs in. And that means we've got a path going that way and a path going this way. That should connect everything. Now, let's go ahead and think about all the things that we want these things to be. So we want all the lumber. So much lumber. So maybe the bottom layer can be all lumber. Or just straight logs. And then the next layer we can do scrap metal. I really wish there was a copy and paste function for this game. My time in Satisfactory with the copy and paste function has definitely spoiled me to that aspect of gaming, and I would like it, please. Timberborn devs, if you're listening, please, that would be greatly appreciated. I think you would make so many people very happy. Myself not in, just myself included. That's what I'm supposed to be saying there. Instead of not included, I meant to say included. I'd be super excited because this is only mildly tedious, and I can't really click the tab button because you see all those buttons there. There's so many. It's just a lot. It's a lot. Maybe it's my fault for thinking it's necessary to build this excessive amount of storage, but storage is a requirement for life, darn it. You need a place to put all your stuff. You build a bigger house to put more of your stuff in it. That's why we do it. Because all human beings are hoarders. I digress. Alright, we could just put dirt on top. We're not going to be getting to that anytime soon, but it is nice to have. And I bet you in about 6 to 9 episodes, this entire tower of storage is going to get completely and totally eradicated and move somewhere else. And we've already moved through all of this water. A lot of water that we just burned through. We got 21 pieces of explosives, though. That's pretty neat. Pretty nifty. I should have paid attention to this thing over here, telling me that it was quite the empty. Let's go ahead and drop that a little bit more. Get some more water. So we have this ready. We're 200 shy. You gonna flow through there, friend? You just gonna make me open both of them? Please don't flood anymore. All right, there we go. That's overfilling. I really should make those dams. I've said that about 4 episodes now, and I have yet to do it. So maybe one of these days I will actually listen to myself. All right, how much of this is left? Just that line. So maybe that's not nearly as much water as I thought it was going to be, but it's nice. It got us another half a tile in here, and this is entirely full right now, so I'd call that a dub. Neat. Cool. They are building my monstrosity. The poorly made one that's not, that's definitely not symmetrical. Don't look at it too closely. They'll slowly start throwing in all the logs to get all of that produced. There are plenty of log storage available now, so they should start tearing into this a bit more readily, and maybe that's a job for our haulers to get over here and start filling these in. They already have, so that is glorious to see. There we go. Got a couple of these already starting to get full. I love to see it. Awesome. There goes more storage. It's going in. That's going to be beautiful. Okay, what was the next task? 1,500 science. And now we come in here. We hit this number cruncher. Look at our planks. We have enough planks. We don't have enough planks because we're about to burn through all the planks building the rest of this monstrosity here. But if I prioritize this over the other one, in theory, that shouldn't be an issue. I kind of want this out of the way since there's not much I need to do with it. So maybe up there is the best answer. Go ahead and throw a staircase in, and we will give this a priority bump over that stuff. That's going to consume a lot of our material, and we don't want to blast through that. With this going in, that's going to save us a lot of beavers up here, so we can probably or build an additional hauling post to help with all of the material goods that need to be moved around the cabin, which sounds like a great idea. And let's see here. How are we doing over here? This has water, this has food. These guys... it doesn't necessarily give me their productivity levels, which is mildly infuriating? I don't know if that's quite the word there to describe my, not disdain, annoyment? I don't know. Let's see. That is... We're already back up to 200 science, and we just hit 1,500. So having 6 of these going seems to be quite a nice thing to have. We can go ahead and pull these up to the 2.95 again, or even the 2.9, because there is the end of our drought, which means we're going to get a lot of water, which is going to make me very excited. We can unpause these guys, get some additional bad water going, which means we can keep working on explosives. What I should do, potentially... I don't know. Put in our... Well, I've already got large storage for all of the other dry goods, if you will. Let's see, gears, I probably need another one in... Yeah. That'll take its time. We probably need to turn this one on, because that's on, which means that's going to consume a metric poop ton of power. Power supply, or the demand, is only 620. Where's that extra demand coming from? What is burning? Nobody should be working right now because it's nighttime. Okay. Need to get these guys prioritized by haulers, otherwise you're not helping anything. Right, there we go. Now we've got enough power for 50 hours, so that's good. Alright, we do need 2 on. Okay. Little hefty. That 500 input requirement is a tad bit insane. A little painful, but it's okay. Let's see here. Do we need to up our increase our production of planks? The answer is probably yes. Just don't know where to put them. We're kind of running out of space over here, and we kind of filled it up with storage for some strange reason. It's okay. It's fine. We are seriously out of kohlrabi again. I'm not going to concern myself with it because it's not much in the way of keeping the beavers happy food-wise, so I'm just going to let that do its thing. We are already at 1,000, so we can come over here and wrap this around this backside. Connect this here and there and there. Give this a higher priority so we're not burning all of our planks on the other stuff. And go ahead and toss in our centrifuge. Yes. So that's going to consume, I think, another 200 units of power. Yes. Which we should have yeah, we still have another 210, so that should meet the requirements. Go ahead and upgrade or up this priority so we're not... I know I have all of this built or going in, but I don't have that much in the material offhand to keep up with the demand or the storage demand. But that's a huge plus. Look at that, 1860 1860 storage capacity. That is awesome. Metal blocks 360, 1840 for the planks, 1980 for the scrap metal. That's glorious. Why are we so low on the metal blocks? Is that because that's the top or the second to top layer? Did I not make one for metal blocks? Okay, I did not. So dirt, goodbye. Metal blocks, hello. Not quite ready for dirt anyway, so we'll just go with the metal blocks. And we can stack it one more higher if we need to in order to meet that requirement. All right, just waiting on the last 10 planks, and then we'll have a centrifuge running, and that will provide us with ample material. Do we have a bunch of injured beavers? We do. So let's fix that. Let's see here. Maybe a nice comfy place up top will make the injured beavers happy. Maybe we can do that. You know, a nice little overhang, nice relaxing spot up here. Maybe throw in some explosives on the other side for a little back scratcher. You know, back scratcher. Okay, pause those. Well-being, medical bed. There, they can overlook their friends doing all the work while they don't do anything. I'm kidding. They're doing wonderful things. We are getting a lot of injuries, though, so I should probably give this a priority, because they will continue to build this. We are out of planks. That's not good. We do have our first bit of extract, though, so that is good. That is going to cause a lot of injuries in here, so it's kind of stinky, but it's not really much we can do to avoid that at this stage. Let's see. I could do explosives and feed the... Well, I can't really blow up underneath here because I've already got the storage on top of it, but I could blow it up out this way and go that way. Hey, max tempered cycle. Heck yeah. Oh, this is not good. I forgot to turn these guys back on. Pump the water, please, guys. That would be great. Ooh, where are the logs? That's not good. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, that'll happen when you build a massive storage structure like this, I suppose, and you continue to build on it. All right, planks are being produced, logs are going in. Let's go ahead and install our tapper shack here because we have the science now. Go ahead and install that. We'll give this a priority over this monstrosity over here. That'll get built, and then I kind of want to cut into some of this just to help with our log shortage. There's still plenty right here. Yeah, Shazam just needs some help with moving all of his logs. He's got too many logs. He's got more than enough for at least 14 beavers. Shazam, what are you doing with all them logs, good sir? What are you doing? I like chewing on them. They make my teeth happy. Okay. Okay, I could, instead of tearing that down, actually... Man, they are going at it. These just not... They are set for cutting. You can reach that. You can reach all that. Just why aren't you doing it? Okay, whatever. Oh, you guys can't reach any of that. So you guys are bored. I see. All right, let's turn that off. 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 Okay, there we go. That's brilliant. I love to see it. We're already back up to nearly 2,000 units of water. Food's looking great. Plenty of mangrove fruit. Plenty of soybeans. Fermented cassavas. Probably throw in a storage for some berries, but we're kind of hurting in that that arena. So we're going to hold off on producing more storage for now. I'm going to clear some of this up. There's no need to have it marked for cutting because there's nothing to cut over here. Fine. I'll go ahead and clear that up too. Just because it's a minor annoyance to me. Probably doesn't mean anything to anybody else, but I like to have it cleared up. And same thing up here. There's a log right there. It's 4 logs just sitting there doing nothing, huh? That was Jade not cleaning up after herself. That's what that was. Great. It's fine. That is in. We don't have a place to store any pine resin. I believe pine resin goes into one of these. So let's go ahead and toss that in here. Get that taken care of. And there's the beginning of our drought. All right. Still going to be pouring through. Make sure that these are set to 2.5. 2.5. Setting that any higher is not going to be any help to us. That's not going to overcap. Lumber's still moving. We're back over 100. Planks are still grooving. All right, cool. Let's see here. We can pause you two since there's not much there for you to do. Extract is already completely pulled out. Yeah, you're full. So you guys don't need to be in there. Let's go ahead and tear these down. Yep. Yes. Tear those down. Yes. That saves us some real estate. Probably fit another hauling post into that spot right there. I'm not adverse to that idea. Okay. We don't necessarily have the beavers to fill that position, but we can if we click this button right here and throw this down. Ooh. Sparkly planks. Don't have those yet. Disregard. Ooh. Okay, that goes in there like so. That's going to push us up to about 80 beavers. We should have the water to meet that demand for 80. Right? No, we don't necessarily have the water to meet that demand. We need more storage. What is 600? 30 metal blocks, 80 planks, 60 gears. We've got the gears. We have the metal blocks barely. We do not have the planks, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to have this unlocked and for them to start building it when they can. Just the question is, where do we want to build it? I don't want to touch this side because this is where we're going to start blasting out sooner rather than later. Which could be sooner rather than later, but we also need to start putting in that storage. So let's go ahead. We put it on top of this monstrosity. I think that's a little too far for them to go. So let's go this side. So we'll do something like this and then like that. Probably don't need that one. Oh no, let's see. Storage, large tank. Flip that around. Yes, yes, yes. Pause. Clear that out. Let's go ahead and try this here. And then put in 2, 3, 4 of those. Now, these are going to be really low on the priority list because that is a lot of planks. So let's go ahead and drop this and everything associated with it. Probably even further. So as long as I give them something else to accomplish, they shouldn't... That shouldn't cause any problems. Now that's going to put us at, what, 4,800 units of water to store on top of our original existing 2,500. So that's going to put us in a good spot. With 60 or 70 beavers going on 80 beavers, 8,000 units of water should be more than enough to last a 30-day drought. Allegedly. Theoretically. I'm going to say yes, that's more than, absolutely more than enough. But let's see, what else can we be doing? We need to help with the plank shortage. We need to help with the wood shortage. Let's see here. You guys are full. Okay, do I need all of these guys? No, so I'm going to take you out. I'm going to make you a wood scavenger, or not scavenger, wood, a lumberjack. That's the English word that I'm looking for. Sweet, lumberjack flag goes into there. All of this lumber. Let's get these guys up here to clean this up, because that will help us a lot with our lumber storage. Go ahead and have them clean that up too, get that accomplished. Let's see, I could have sworn there was another mess that I had made somewhere that they could clean up. Maybe they already did? Nope, yeah, okay. That's that right there. Alright, so that should alleviate some of that problem. They've already got this almost entirely done. They are on the last 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pieces of storage. And that's going to be so nice. That's going to be so much storage capacity. Just don't have anything to put in there right now because we burnt it all to put the storage in. But that's fine. That's why we did it. That's why we do the things that we do. Because it's ridiculous and it's entertaining and it makes me happy. That's why you do the funny things. Because it's ridiculous, it's entertaining, and it makes me happy. Let us see. Yeah, you pulled from there. Let's drop you down. They did put this one in. Don't need to prioritize by haulers. They're going to be able to do that at night. Keep that appropriately filled. We do only have that one last one to fill in, and great. Now. Scrap. There's more scrap there. We're going to need a lot of metal blocks. Because each of these is going to cost a metal block. And each tubeway station is going to cost 20 metal blocks and plenty of... Alright, so we're going to let them work over there. We've got plenty of... we've got plenty of science to unlock all of these things. So we're going to unlock them. And we're going to play with our new toys over here. Away from the beavers so they can't actually... So how do we go up? How do we go up? Like that. That's how we go up. Oh, that's so neat. Okay. So, let's see here. These cannot have stuff on them. This stuff can. This is how we go up. All right. Can we... So, let's go ahead. We don't have the science for that yet. We do have the science for this. Just go ahead and unlock this real quick. I am the curious. So we can put that on top of there. And then we take this and we put that right there. And then... Does that connect out? It does. Beautiful. Oh, that is glorious. Okay. But I have to have it pop out of a hub somewhere. Right? So that's how we go up. Down is going to be about the same. Okay. Now, if I build down... Right? Can I unlock this? No, I don't have the science to unlock that. If I dig down... And then I just put all of the overhangs on top of it. And have it just pop up in different areas. That'd be pretty neat. So, like, have a hub right here connected to this, and then have another hub pop up over here or something, and then have another hub pop up here if we wanted to move our industry from down here up to here where we're going to have a lot of power being generated. Maybe that's the course of action that we want to take, because all the storage is down here. Instead of moving the storage up here, we just put a hub up here, blast down. We're gonna have to blast out, and then we can just cover it back up, of course, which isn't necessarily a hard thing to do, but we could definitely do it. And then have it go, we can have it go in or through the water, since it is water resistant. We're not necessarily concerned about anything like that. We don't have to go all the way under, and I do intend to blast this down as far as we can go here. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Gonna drop this another bit. Fill this back in. All right, we have 600 science. That requires 1200. This is pulling in all the power, producing more than enough. I probably shouldn't have torn this out yet, because it's taken... I'm unlocking a bunch of things willy-nilly right now, and there's a lot of stuff that I want to unlock, and it's kind of... Oh, crap. Let's stop. Okay, are we done? We're not... We lost some water. Poop. Stop it. Stop it. That's my water you're wasting. It's wasted water, me. Why would you do that? Okay. Kind of want to throw in an additional lumber mill, because we are kind of hurting for lumber mills. Let's do that. Put this in. It's cheap. It's only logs. We got those. Sort of. That's taking... They are taking their time getting into that. That's got 10 days left. That's got none days, or a lot of days left. 15 days. We need to expand. It's not going to meet our demand. Do we need to come this way? 2 trees down here. Or up here. We could do trees up here. We do have explosives. We could... Well, no. Because bad water is going to cause a problem. We could do irrigation barriers. But that removes an entire layer of space for us to cook in. Do it here, but I'm sucking up all that water, so that's not quite that helpful either. Up here, maybe? Possible. It's not much space to work with up here, and it kind of looks like RC's strongest shape. But that's a different discussion for a different day. Nope, we're not going to talk about RC's shapes here, okay? Yeah, it's not for us. Could come up here. Not much space. We need more space. I like flat space to do all my trees in. But we may not be able to, so... accept what we've got and make do with what we will. So, let's do that. Go ahead. Toss that in right there. Toss this in right here. Come up here. Go there. This here. That there, that there. Let's go ahead and toss in a lumberjack flag right here. And then do the same thing over here. Grab that, here, there, and a lumberjack flag right here. Make sure that we actually provide the path for that guy. And then we need to actually provide a set of stairs to go down there and start marking all this for cutting. Otherwise, it's worthless for us to get them up here. All right. Let's see. What we could do is get up here. And this could be where we make our... I don't know if I want to put it up there. Huh. I'm torn. I'm trying to think of what I can do here to make it look really awesome, but that also requires a lot of material that I don't necessarily have available to me. So I think we're going to have to avoid that for now. But, yeah, we can throw in some explosives up here and maybe set up... Well, we are going to set up a series of, what are they called? Foresters up here. Now, it's not going to completely cover the entire area, but it will be helpful. And that's all that matters in the end, is being as helpful as possible, because we need as much material as possible. Preemptive for future planning. So that means I want to connect as much of this as possible, and I also want this to be connected here. Sweet. Future proofing. It's probably not going to work, but hey, I'm trying, okay? I'm trying to do that whole planning ahead thing. Like this. I planned ahead, sort of. And this is in. Which is great. They haven't touched this yet, which is good. Obviously, they have to, lay the foundation first, because that's what I laid first, because that's the priority, or the events order, which they abide by. But that's a different discussion. What is paused here? I paused that. You guys' productivity is awful. It doesn't help that they're on the opposite side of the world. Maybe some help from some friends in hauling places will alleviate some of that pain? Maybe? Planks are in high demand right now. Everybody and their mother wants to play with their planks. Getting a little low, so we'll go ahead and just dump all the rest of it in. There's not much left back here anyway. Drop it all the way down. Let's see. Really should put a stream gauge in here. I should definitely put sluices right here. Though in all reality, this stuff is a bit, I don't want to say it's a higher priority because all of this is kind of a priority too. But, we're doing okay. I think we can pause some of these, get some more haulers running about. Because we are kind of full and they're just sat on their bums kind of pumping lackadaisically, and we don't necessarily need lackadaisical pumpers. We need proactive and very excited pumpers here, guys. Not just lackadaisical. Lackadaisical beaver pumpers? What is this? There's a mess here. Can you guys come? Oh, that's canola oil. There's no storage left for canola oil. Okay, well, here. Now there is. Canola oil. Wait, maybe do we want to start talking about coffee? Don't have sparkly planks yet. We do have pine resin though. Wood? Sparkly planks? We need planks. Planks are in high demand. Again. Why not? We can unlock it at least. Can't fit it anywhere. Blast this out. There's the end of our drought, so that's fantastic. We make this a little flatter, you know, give us some more workspace. All right, we do have the science now, so let's do that. That goes there. Yes, please. All right, that won't take them too long. And let's give them my computer that is freaking out as usual. Let's go ahead and get that in here, this in here, get some stairs down here, and let's start blasting this out too. So path, this is one of the greatest things that they actually implemented in the last update, is the fact that you can place explosives on the paths. It is glorious and it makes me so happy. Yes, unlock the triple dynamite. Yes. Yes. Dynamite. It's dynamite. All right, we probably don't have that much in the way of dynamite. But definitely don't have that much in the way of a lot of things, actually. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. Pause that, since it's just pestering me at this point. You don't have anything to do because you can't reach down there. You're already nearly done with this cleanup up here, so that's neat. You're just full. Okay, we'll let that continue to do its thing over there. They're putting explosives in. We need to be careful not to explode our beavers. Go ahead and pull this up to our 2.95 again. We don't cause a problem. Like so. There we go. Nice. Explosives are going in. Wish they weren't working right now. Why are they working? Guys, go home. Go to sleep. This is kind of why I wanted to do this quickly. Because the tips aren't touching the water. We have more than enough water, so I'm not too concerned. It'll start filling in here in a few seconds. Because this is already filled up. Ooh. Stop flowing over the edges there. That's wasted water. We need some water down here, please. Alrighty then. Good. Pause a couple of these. Get some more water going. It is... The tips are touching now. There we go. We love to see it. Now we need that area to be pretty rock solid. Let's go do this. Go ahead and do this. Actually, let's grab all this and make it that. And then make this back here. Not all that. I want this back here done. I want this done. That done and that done. The sooner that's done, the better. This is done. So let's get our first explosion of update 7 out of the way. Kaboom! There we go. You love to see it. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so glorious. Unlock that, throw that in, and we can start tossing in our power connections. I should be able to reach all that without me having to do anything wonky. And push comes to shove, I can move that around, bring the power. I don't know if the power can actually be placed underneath those. I don't know if they put a power port underneath. It would make sense since they allowed for power to go into other buildings from underneath that they would actually add that as a point of entry for the engine, but I do not know if they did that or not. Come on, guys. I need you to put that one in. Ooh, I almost exploded your butts. Okay, there's some more. They're putting those in from the top there, so that's pretty neat. That's in. Just need this one. Once this one's in, I'll be even more ecstatic. Come on. Shamo. Come on, there you go. That's a little bit. There you go. Good. Oh, really? Last 10% and you left it running like that? Rude. We're going to have a max temperate cycle. Nice. What on earth are you guys doing? You just putting explosives in? Alright, I'll allow it. He will allow it. We are pumping this, right? We do have a bad tide, so we're going to have plenty of bad water to play with. So that's pretty good. All right. Nobody's going in. Good. Beautiful. That's what we want to see. So much potential storage there now. Nice and deep. Deep and nice. That will keep us more than happy for quite a while. Now this is going to be a problem though. We still haven't solved our main issue, which is keeping this irrigated for the long haul. Right? But we're getting to the point where we have plenty of material. We're storing up metal blocks. Gear, our planks are moving again, so that's always fantastic. Should have sparkly planks here soon, but they're all preoccupied by placing explosives, which I'm not upset by in the least. So that is good. I am going to have to pull this up to 2.95 now. And hopefully not ruin anything in the process. And then this should already be at 2.95. It is. Okay. And then the last 0.5 will pull it up. And hopefully that doesn't cause any problems for us. I'm not sure if it will or not. We'll see. We shall see. We'll have to keep a pretty good eye on it. How are we doing on this? We've got a few more pieces of explosives in. I'm gonna blow that so we can have even more storage. More water store. What are you doing? Zerzax, why are you sleeping in the explosives, my dude? My guy, you're not supposed to be sleeping there. There's two of you. What are you two doing? What is going on here? Oh my. That's just Zerzax or my... Just passed out, huh? Just passed out. Alright. You do you, boo. You do you. Just sleep on top of a large explosive pile. Okay. That's not exactly what I would do. Yeah. Why are you guys hungry and sleepy? Stop it. Get some help. I got plenty of bad water there. I'm very concerned right now. I kind of just want to slap that shut. And I really wish I had put in more sluice gates. I should have. But I can't. Well, I could have put. Oh, had to have put in levees, and oh, it's such a mess I've created for myself. It's fine. The moment that this turns even the slightest bit red, that side should open up. I don't know why I'm so worried about this. I've done this at least 6 to 9 times at this point. I just haven't had a floodgate being one of the limiting factors for this whole situation. And this is kind of concerning. I just have a feeling that I'm going to get a lot of a mess here, and I'm not excited for it. And it's a 21-day bad tide. Oh, all of this is screwed. It is all screwed. All of it. How are we doing over here? Well, give me more of that storage, please. Okay. In theory, this should sense it and start just dumping it. The moment that this senses one contamination, goes below 1%, slow it down. Okay. This should open. This should open. This should open. Should open. Come on. Open sesame. Open sesame. Okay, we're gonna get a little flooding on this side. There it goes. Okay, go. Just keep going. This is all open. No. Yes, it is open. Why is it? Okay. Why does it say closed? Weird. Huh. That says open, open, open. Yeah. Why are they saying closed? Is that because there's not enough poop water here for them to open? There it goes. Okay. Well, it should be synchronized with adjacent gates wired. That's weird. That's fine. This is, well, it's working. That's all that matters. That's a 0.3, that's a 3. Let's go ahead and pull this up to 3.0. Just to make sure we don't get any extra spillage. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Speed things up. All right. Whew. I don't know why I was so concerned about that when my biggest concern should be this. This is going to be completely and totally dried out. I don't have 20 days of water in this little pool here to keep all this from drying out. I do have copious amounts of material in here, though. We've got enough. We can build one. Maybe two. But what we need to do is... we want to save any of this. We're going to have some sort of irrigation system. Obviously, that's the entire point of this entire game. But, I mean... what I mean to say is we need... like we discussed earlier, right? This stuff stays... it'll stay alive as long as there's some irrigation in the ground. The ground being irrigated will allow it to actually do the things. So we bring in something like this. Go ahead and get a fluid dump right here. Path around back here. Throw in an additional storage right here. Make this water obtain. Give this a priority bump. Should have the logs and the planks readily available to meet that demand. That'll keep this side appropriately hydrated. That'll go out to about here-ish. We're going to have to do the same over here. So let's go ahead and path that out as well. So there we go. That's not going to be deep enough. You could blast it out. That might be the best idea. So let's see here. 2 deep. 2 here. Yes. And then let's put some levees in right there. Yeah. That should work. Let's give that all a pretty good priority over all of those explosives that we laid that are currently keeping all of them very occupied. And we're out of extract. That's why it's taking such a long time for them to do all the things. But that's a problem for future me. We're going to leave you on a cliffhanger. Let's see what happens. I have no idea what's going to happen. Do you? Am I going to make it? Are all my goods going to survive? Probably not, but we're going to try. We're going to try to keep everything alive as long as beaverly possible. We've got plenty of water down here. We've got plenty of water storage. Theoretically, we should be fine. We might have some problems with the mangroves, but as long as we keep them at least moderately hydrated, then we shouldn't lose it all. We're going to have to figure something out with the foodstuffs back here, but we can do the same thing. We might do a little plug right here and then fill that in. I don't know. That's for future me and future you to figure out. I'm going to get out of here, though. Thanks for playing with me as we played with our large storage. It's quite the... well, it kind of looks like a chocolate bar. It looks like a nice chocolate bar of storage. And it has nothing edible in it, so don't eat it. We did some stuff. We didn't do that much stuff. We got explosives in. We got centrifuge done. We got the sparkly planks manufacturer going. We've got plenty of bad water. We've got explosives. We've got tier 3 explosives. We got tier 2 explosives, tier 1 explosives. We saw our first explosives, and look at that. Look at that. First hole of the game. Well, second hole. The first hole was over here, but we're not going to talk about that. That was a baby hole. This is a big hole. Big explosive hole. Make lots of good water hole. Yes, I love it. Oh, yeah. I'm pretty excited with where we're at. I like the idea of getting all the bad water to go on a sluice and then just shoot out and go that way, and we don't have to deal with it. Or we could just have it punch out this way. Never see it again. I don't know. They're just ideas at this point. But I've been yapping for way too long. I think this is my 5th video today. I've been having an absolute blast putting all this together. Playing so much Timberborn today. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please hit that like button. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, it would make my day. I really would. It's easy. You just click it. You go boop, boop, boop. Subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And you get to see more Timberborn content. Allegedly. At least that's what I tell myself is going to happen. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a fantastic day wherever you're on the road. Make sure you stay nice and hydrated. Make sure that your beaver's nice and hydrated as well. Make sure that you stay thirsty, my friends. I'm out. See ya.